the golden age of Islam.
Episode 11. The conversion of Hamza to Islam.
The polytheists of Quraysh had started to make various offers to Abu Talib in an effort to halt the invitation of Prophet Muhammad. One morning, they came to Abu Talib's house to talk.
Peace be upon you, Abu Talib.
Greetings. What's the matter? Why are you here at this hour?
We want to talk to you, if you're not busy.
About what?
About your nephew.
Please, come in. Yes, I'm listening.
Our issue with Muhammad can only be resolved through you. As long as you stand in our way, this matter will not reach a conclusion.
Say what you really mean.
We have a proposal for you. This is Umar bin Walid. He's one of the strongest and most powerful young men of Quraysh. He's also the most handsome and virtuous. He's even a poet. Adopt him as your own son. He will be of great benefit to you.
And then?
In return, hand over Muhammad to us.
What kind of proposal is this? You want to take my nephew and kill him, whom I love more than my own life. In return, I will care for your man, is that it? Does this make any sense to you?
Abu Talib, by Allah, your tribe has shown great fairness to you.
What exactly is fairness?
They're trying to save you from something you would not like, but you don't accept.
The line has already been crossed. You have gone too far. What do you mean by saying hand over Muhammad to us? What kind of audacity is it to give a man in return? Do your best, but do not come to me with this nonsense again.
Okay, it's your choice. We wanted to solve this peacefully because we didn't want to overrule you, but you rejected it. Come on, we're leaving.
Goodbye. Muhammad could be the target of an assassination at any moment. I need to take necessary precautions immediately. First, I must ensure his safety. Then, I must gather my men. Zaid, can you come here?
Do you have an order for me?
Have you seen Muhammad?
Yes, he was leaving the haram heading towards his house.
Tell him to stay at home and not step outside until he hears from me.
Alright, I'm going right away.
Tell Ali as well. Both of you should not leave his side.
Okay.
Jafar, inform the Hashemites and the Mutalibites. They must convene immediately.
At Abu Talib's call, the entire family gathered except for Abu Lahab. Everyone wondered about the reason for this sudden meeting.
Oh, Hashemites. Oh, Mutalibs. I have gathered you here for an important matter. You all know my nephew Muhammad. He is unique not only in our tribe, but also among all Arabs. Currently, because of the cause he advocated, the people of Mecca have turned against him. We do not abandon our brothers and relatives to the mercy of oppressors. The leaders of Mecca are now plotting how to kill my brother's son. Let the heavens and the earth bear witness. I will not surrender him to them without fighting to the last drop of my blood. It is only fitting for you to stand by your kin and protect our honor and dignity.
How dare! They plan to kill someone of our blood and we are to remain silent, is that it? By Allah, we will never surrender him!
I see that we're all of the same mind. In that case, let everyone capable of wielding weapons arm themselves and join me. We will gather shortly at the Haram.
The entire tribe armed as if heading to the battle and assembled alongside Abu Talib. Abu Talib took the Prophet by the hand, he led him to the Kaaba and addressed the crowd.
O people of Quraysh, I heard some certain news. Your concealed intentions have become evident. Know that if you kill Muhammad, not a single one of you will survive. all of his relatives stand firmly behind him. If you intend to harm him, we will fight you to the last drop of our blood. Here are the Hashemites. Here are the Muttalibites. Then I am Abu Talib bin Abdul Muttalib, and behind me stands my tribe. We have sworn to protect Muhammad. If you dare to fight us, then come and try.
Seeing Abu Talib's determination, the polytheists had no choice but to step back, because otherwise a great civil war would break out. The pilgrimage season was approaching. People from various regions of Arabia were coming to visit the idols at the Kaaba. They were leaving behind significant sums of money for the Meccans. This unrest among them would eventually threaten their profits. Because of this, they began discussing among themselves. Walid, one of the elders of Quraysh, took the floor.
There's a man among us claiming to be a prophet. If the number of his followers increases, our trade here will come to an end. We cannot let him gain acceptance. Some of you call him an oracle, some a poet, and others a magician. But when people hear all these different claims, they will listen to none of them. So let's come to an agreement on what to call him. If we all say the same thing, it will be more convincing.
Right, what should we say? What is your suggestion? What should we agree on?
We can't call him an oracle because anyone who sees him will know he isn't one. He doesn't have the characteristics of an oracle. No one will believe that.
We can't call him a poet either because most Arabs are familiar with poetry. They understand the subtleties of literature. When they hear his words, they will realize it is not poetry at all. So what can we say to make it convincing?
We can only call his words magic. Just look. He separates believers from their relatives. He estranges them from their parents, turning brothers against each other. If we call him a magician, people will refrain from listening to him.
Good idea. I agree. Let's call it magic. I agree. Yes.
Magic!
Let's call it magic.
Following this decision, the Quraysh polytheists started wandering the streets of Mecca and said, Muhammad is just a magician, don't listen to his words, or you will be enchanted too. The constant increase in the number of Muslims was also increasing the hostility of the polytheists. One day, when the leaders of Quraysh gathered to discuss how to defeat Prophet Muhammad, he came to the Kaaba. He went to the eastern corner, kissed the Hajar al-Aswad, and began to perform tawaf. Whenever the Messenger of Allah came close to them, they insulted and tortured him in various ways.
Hey, do you hear us?
No one has ever brought such a calamity upon his people as you have.
Curse be upon you.
The enraged polytheists began to throw handfuls of soil at the face of the Prophet. Abu Jahil stood in front of the Messenger of Allah and insulted him with the vilest words. Prophet Muhammad stopped. He simply looked into his eyes. He didn't say a single word. Meanwhile, there was a woman watching everything from a distance.
What are they doing? What kind of hatred is this? Dozens of men against one man. Especially that Abu Jahl. The words he used were vilest. I should tell this to someone from the Hashemites. Is that Hamza approaching? I can see clearly. He should come closer. Huh? Yes, that's him. Hamza, the lion hunter. Since he is wearing his bow and sword, he must be returning from the hunt. And he is Muhammad's uncle. This is great. I should tell him about this. Oh, Father of Umara! I have something to tell you.
Go ahead. What will you say?
If you had seen what Abul Hakam did to your nephew Muhammad, you wouldn't have been able to bear it.
What did he do?
He harassed him while he was performing tawaf. He tortured him in various ways, insulted him, and left. The things he said were unspeakable.
How did Muhammad respond?
He didn't respond at all.
Did you see all this with your own eyes?
Yes, I did.
Hamza was a calm and friendly man. Yet he was also the bravest of Quraysh. When he became angry, he was incredibly relentless. His strong body trembled with anger, and this feeling finally put an end to his long hesitation. He swiftly rode his horse and went straight to Abu Jahil. He brought his bow down onto Abu Jahil's head.
Take this! This is what you deserve.
What's happening?
What did you do?
I heard about what you did to Muhammad. Coward! You think you're strong enough to hurt him, right? I also believe in this religion. Whatever he claims, I claim the same. Come on! Challenge me if you can!
You misunderstood me, Hamza. Hey, what's going on? Come on, man.
How could he do this?
Teach that guy a lesson. Let's go and teach him a lesson.
Abu Jahil did not want Hamza to be his enemy, so when the members of Mazum tribe rose to protect him, he signaled for them to sit down and said,
Do not intervene with Abu Umar. I swear I spoke badly to his nephew.
Abu Jahil knew that Hamza's reaction was out of anger, but he hoped that he wouldn't abandon his religion. Despite his bleeding head, he walked away. However, Hamza had been thinking about his nephew's words for a long time, and he believed that the creator of the universe couldn't be confined within four walls. This action of Abu Jahil was a reason for Hamza's accepting Islam. His conversion greatly pleased the Messenger of Allah. Hamza was Prophet Muhammad's uncle, 3 years older than him. From this moment on, Hamza would dedicate his life to Islam. When the leaders of the polytheists saw that Prophet Muhammad didn't abandon his cause despite the torment, they gathered at Darun Nadwa, and they sent Utba bin Rabi'a to speak with the Messenger of Allah. He began to speak.
Oh Muhammad, I swear we have not seen a more unfortunate youth who has brought more misfortune to his people than you. You have divided our community, you have disrupted our order, and dishonored our religion. You have disgraced us among the Arabs. Even among them, rumors spread that a magician or an oracle has emerged in Quraysh. Now we have no choice but to bring each other back to the right path with swords. Oh man, if your goal is marriage, choose any woman from Quraysh, and we will marry you to her. If you want wealth, we'll gather enough to make you the wealthiest man in Quraysh.
The Messenger of Allah responded to his words. I do not understand what you are saying. What I have brought to you is not to seek material gain from you, nor to gain honor among you or to become a king for you. Rather, Allah has sent me to you as a messenger. He revealed His book to me and commanded me to deliver the good news and warnings. And I have conveyed to you the message of my Lord, and I have only acted sincerely. If you accept what I have brought to you, that will be your share in both this world and the hereafter. But if you refuse it, I will remain patient until Allah delivers His judgment over us, and I will endure in fulfilling Allah's command. Then he recited the following verses. Hamim. This Quran is revealed from Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. If they turn away, say to them, I warn you of a punishment like that which struck the people of Ad and Thamud. Prophet Muhammad was slowly reciting the verses of Surah Fusilat, and Utba was listening to him in astonishment without saying a word. When the verse of prostration came, the Messenger of Allah prostrated and turned to Utba saying, Now you have heard the words from your Lord. You are alone with him. Utba's condition had completely changed. He couldn't escape the influence of the recited verses. His companions were astonished after seeing the change in him.
I swear you do not return here the same way you left. It is clear that Muhammad's words have enchanted you. Or have you changed your religion?
I have never heard anything like his words before. It is neither a poem, a magic, nor an oracle. If you listen to me, leave this man alone. Leave him with the other Arabs. You'd better not interfere. If they defeat him, you will have what you want. No, if he prevails the Arabs, you will still win.
Oh, father of Walid, he truly has enchanted you. Why did we send you? But what have you done?
The polytheists had realized that Prophet Muhammad would never abandon his cause, but they too would not give up.
You have listened to the radio theater of the Golden Age of Islam. Until we meet in the next episode.